Ah, we have somebody here.
Gulpers in trees.
Yeah, grandfather, the AI has been acting weird. We've had gulpers in trees and,
Fleeing anglers.
like, hiding behind ridges to escape from us, and,
who keep falling down on their feet in the water.
so typical Bethesda goodness.
You know, wait, my favorite, a skeleton in like looks like they were in the midst of getting blown backwards, but still on their feet in a boat.
Yeah. So typical...
yeah, you know, weird shit, but you know, A1 for Bethesda doing, you know, as Bethesda does.
Pretty much.
No more ghouly Nick.
Yeah.
Who sits there and just kind of thing. Or the like.
Yes, the enemies are a delight. And but
delightful.
the good news is we're done with Tron, so
No more Tron.
ooh, and there's trappers here.
There be trappers. Is he hanging with Hawkeye? Apparently not, because you're gonna snipe him.
I might have missed. Oh, he moved down, that's why.
Dick.
Okay, that was a good shot.
Maybe you can blow his arm off.
I think all the branches are getting in my way.
You know, this wasn't a problem with the anglers. I'm just saying. You blew through a fucking fence at a Meyer Lurk.
Maybe I do need to get that perk that lets you shoot through cover.
Something out.
I think so. One that allows you to shoot through walls, too.
Yep. I see somebody with something heavy duty. Like, it looks like he's got...
Something howdy doody. Heavy duty.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a flamethrower or something. Yeah, you can see my PK is dropping a little bit.
There's chickens in the trees. Oh, somebody's carrying around a harpoon gun.
Oh, that's what that is. That's right. Now, where's your friend at?
Oh,
Ooh.
don't worry, they're coming.
Okay, there's this ruthless trapper. Did I manage to get them both?
I didn't think you did, but...
Okay, we found Rayburn Point.
Oh, we gotta clear this area anyway. You know, these guys are some cagey motherfuckers.
I know. When they say stalking trapper, they are not kidding.
Who's he stalking? One of his comrades. He's hungry.
It's like you don't know when one of them off from the side is going to get... Oh, I think he saw me. And hey, I saw him too.
Woohoo! Head pop.
Nice.
I totally appreciate that. But... why are words so hard for me today?
There are a lot of things hard today.
Yes. Yes, take a knee, buddy. Take a knee.
There's another one over here. Let's see if we can... Wearing a lobster trap
He's
on
wearing
its
a
head.
lobster trap. You know,
And making
it
frustrated growls.
It is lobster traps are the height of fashion. Didn't you know? They're on all the major runways.
Okay, this is the guy with the harpoon gun.
Yep.
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Nick, you don't have the space.
There's somebody around here that I can't see who has a bead on me. Let's see.
Oh no, don't drink the last of the rum. 'Cause then you'll have to ask, why is the rum gone?
I saw a rankle.
You'd have seen a lot more if you kept your yap shut.
Yeah.
Maybe he's down there in the bunkhouse.
Yep.
But it wasn't a stalk. It was a stalk lobster. Is a stalk lobster kind of like a one of the ones that, you know, the lobster that can like heat water?
Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
The supercavitation for like pistol shrimp.
Yes, that. Which looks like a small lobster.
Yep.
But it's actually a shrimp. Shrimp. If only. If only they had decent shrimp here.
Okay, got him.
I think we missed the point that lobsters have eye stalks.
Do they?
No.
Oh.
Spiny lobsters do.
I'm sitting there thinking, like, you know,
Like,
tells you how
I
long
don't
it's...
know lobster anatomy well enough to know whether or not they do.
Like, how long has it been since I've seen a lobster?
Actually, okay, let me double check.
Now now that I think back, they actually, their little eyes are...
Lobsters' eyes are in their head. But I believe spiny lobsters... God, those look delicious.
And you don't even really like lobster that much.
No, I don't.
They just look good.
You know what the problem is? When you haven't had seafood in a long ass time, it all just starts to look kind of vaguely good. Actually, even spiny lobsters don't have it.
Huh. Well,
But yeah, I mean,
that's that realization.
when you
like,
enjoy seafood, but you haven't had it in like forever and a day, or it feels like it's forever and a day, because the closest thing that you trust is like canned tuna. God damn you, fucking Logans. I will never forgive them. The lobsters you use for soup might be a stock lobster. Are those the ones that you have to invest in? I've never heard of a stock lobster.
it's entirely possible he's making this up right now.
No, I'm just telling you. I've never heard of a stock lobster. But if you were to make lobster stock, or I guess it would be more technically correct to call it seafood stock, you can usually make it with any kind of seafood and really just boil the shit out of the seafood of choice and then use the briny goodness to, you know,
Flavor other things.
to flavor things.
My kingdom for somebody else carrying 5.56 rounds. I'm getting a lot of 308, a lot of 45, and...
Well, we will see what they got.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I think it would be fun to have a stock lobster. Can we boil them?
I was thinking like a lobster that picks stocks.
I think that's a lucky lobster then.
You know, they sit there and they make some kind of arrangement.
How do you get a lobster to pick a stock?
I don't know.
Do you sit there and you write on like a dry erase board that's able to be done underwater to sit there and get it and then get it to point to things with its bigger claw? How do you make sure that it has a bigger claw?
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, there's got to be a way. They've got boggle playing chickens.
Are you sure the chickens just don't think that the boggle pieces are like food? Huh?
Hey, they still outscore some people.
There's a lot of stupid in this world. Look at the White House. We essentially elected a fucking Cheeto. Well, we didn't,
got a wind
but
turbine
some
code.
people elected a Cheeto.
So I've got a wind turbine kill switch. I've got a nuclear arms.
If you make fun of them, they are mock lobster. If you arm them with handguns, they could be a Glock lobster. If you put a lobster bib on one, it's a smock lobster. If you make a B-movie monster out of it, they're a schlock lobster. Politics!
So let's see.
Butter, you're killing me.
So we need to go and uncover DiMa's secret medical facility.
You know, I don't think I could ever call the Cheeto a lobster, even though there's a lot of similarities. Sunken in eyes, small claws.
Yeah, true.
Just saying.
It makes me sit there and think about, what was it? Friends. Where there was this whole thing where about Somebody had this idea that lobsters are somehow monogamous or something, and you're my lobster.
Many other animals are monogamous, and lobsters are not one.
Geese.
He likes things in butter too much to be a lobster. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Grunt Fodder was here for our earlier conversation about butter.
I'm not sure if I was here for our earlier conversation about butter.
You were. You were. I swear you were. I said when I die, you can just have my ashes put into a vat of butter and then feed it to the people at my wake.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Feed them seafood.
Cannibal Nancy becomes cannibalized.
Eh.
You know, I'd probably be doing a lot better sneaking around if I hadn't had a light on.
What? That's true. He likes things in butter too much to be a lobster.
Including ruining his steak that way, from what I hear.
Yeah, from what I understand, he totally ruins... I mean, I don't have a problem with you using butter to enhance flavors, but it's when you're having your steak bathe in butter. Just... Well, heck, he eats at a place every weekend that he flies to for the for the privilege that we pay for, and the place that he eats has more serving violation, more health code violations than the White House.
Well, okay, yeah. I don't know if the White
House doesn't have that many health code violations.
I was going to say, I'm not sure that anybody actually inspects the White House for health violations.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
You don't think that they... I'm relatively certain that they still do a health code check. At least annually on the... Well, and the problem is the fact that they were having their meats poorly cooked, and when they were keeping them, they were not keeping them cold enough. They were keeping them in that nice 42 to, what is it? What is it? 120 area?
Like 140 or 160. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's a fairly high level.
Well, essentially, when they were keeping them cold, they weren't keeping them cold enough. They were keeping them at like 48. You know, I'm impressed by the fact that they have super mutants here. Yes, Master, your brother.
Okay, the visitor center is local, so we can deal with that at the moment.
But yeah, so you sit there and you have the whole, a broken tibia. I am shocked that Donald J. Trump is unaware of what good food is. Well, considering the fact that he thinks a taco salad from Trump Tower cafeteria, essentially, is hot cuisine Mexican food. And that he remembers more about the cake he was eating than the places that he was sending 59 missiles.
True.
I hope so, I wish that somebody had baked a file into that cake.
You do that for people who are who are in prison. It's not quite time for that yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant something more along the lines of a, razor blade. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say that, and that's,
I mean,
unpolitic of me, but...
let's be honest. Donald Trump has been enough of an asshole to enough people in his lifetime that he probably doesn't know what food that somebody hasn't spit in tastes like.
He doesn't know what food that doesn't have pubic hair in it
Yeah.
is like to chew.
Yeah.
He's always picking his teeth, and he doesn't know why. That's why.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to take a little...
Yeah, we just took a turn for the weird.
Yep.
That's right.
So, the Jamaica Plain is somewhere else, but the visitor center we can actually go help.
You know something, Grunt Fodder? You say you, but you know something? Back when I worked in food service, I put up with a lot of shit. Like my crazy ex-roommate came to one of the places I worked, which is a terrible place to work. Thankfully, it's no longer open. But yeah, so she came to where I worked and then ordered a bunch of food. Wanted refills of her garlic bread, and then did not eat any of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I almost brought out the thing of garlic bread that had been dropped on the floor, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I could have that kind of restraint if I worked at Mar-a-Lago.
I know I couldn't.
This is why it's so hard to rewatch the movie Waiting.
Okay, so in theory...
It's so hard to watch, well, it the first time.
What is damaging me?
Somebody shooting at you, I think, with a harpoon gun.
Question is, where from?
Why don't you go inside and go up on one of the...
I suppose. I mean, I've sat there and I've built these people defenses.
Oh. Cool.
And
got some vicious wolves.
I don't think the vicious wolf is what's attacking, but, you know.
Well, you got a feral wolf and you got a vicious wolf. Maybe you managed to step on something. Hey, settler.
I ain't gonna shoot you, settler.
But yeah, I'll be honest. I've never in my life wanted so badly to just sit there and like toss my ethics to the side as that time, but I didn't. And then I sit there and I'm like, I don't know if I could.
If you could now.
I don't know if I could do it now. I mean, I just don't have the patience.
Aha.
And what does he have in hand?
Well, let's see. That looks like he's got a rocket launcher and/or harpoon gun.
That looks like a rocket launcher.
That looks like a headshot.
That did look like a vicious wolf armed with a harpoon gun. Sounds dangerous. You know, Grandfather, I would be concerned about a wolf who has a harpoon gun. A little less so because of the fact that I would chronically ask the question of, how is he going to pull the trigger? Ooh, there was a bottle cap on that.
That's true. You know what? Given the recent decision to, I think, allow like hunting of hibernating animals in Alaska and such.
Don't get me started.
I think arming the wolves with harpoon guns is the least we can do. I think
it makes it fair. Oh, did you hear about the guy? Oh my gosh. So I saw a story about a guy who went hunting in Zimbabwe, I think it was. And he's a father of 2, and he was a trophy hunter.
You got nothing.
And they found his body between 2 gator or crocodile stomachs.
Oh, nice.
It's like, well, you know, sometimes...
Nick, you are facing the exact opposite direction of the threat.
Well, it's kind of one of those cases of, well, you know something? Sometimes when you grab the bull by the horns, but sometimes the bull grabs back. Or in this case, you know, crocodile.
In the cases of bullfighting, I'm always rooting for the bull.
I always root for the underdog, which means the animal.
Yeah. Okay, back to the Vim Pop Factory.
If I heard about dog fighting, you're rooting for the dogs, and I'd let them into the pen with the humans.
Yep. Beware the manhandler. She looks like she's handled some men in her time.
Oh, I think so. What is Wolverine doing back there?
Oh, you're right. That is completely Wolverine.
I'm concerned. This is
Marvel gonna sue somebody's ass.
Yeah, but he didn't say bub.
True, and we can't actually see a claw.
In fact, oh god, you know something? I'm not even gonna ask the question that just popped into my head. I'm just gonna leave it.
Dalton Farm too.
God damn it, these people can't fucking take care of themselves. Well, so...
Back we go.
And so, Jamaica Plain. Marvel doesn't have copyright on mutton chops. If they did, they'd be going back through the history books and being like, this guy owes me, this guy owes me, this guy. Hell, half of the Confederate and Union generals.
Yeah.
All of you owe us. Can I actually... Interesting question. Could you put in a copyright for mutton chops today? Not beards. Mutton chops of a specific type.
Like, basically, can you copyright a specific hairstyle?
Yes.
I don't know why these people are so unhappy. They got water, they got corn.
They've got corn. Do they have beds?
Oh, that's a good question. Also, how far does this settlement extend? Must be actually... Oh, hello, super mutants.
Sideburns were named after Civil War General Burnsides.
True.
True.
Despite what you might think, how are you still alive?
He had
He had like 1 hit point left.
he had endure.
Yeah. But, yeah, I was gonna say...
Oh my god, I did not think that I would be able to bring Pokemon into this.
Nice.
But I did. Okay.
I was gonna say, despite what some stories have said, hookers were not in fact named for General Joseph Hooker.
Yeah, hookers had always been a thing. I mean, heck, if you bring it back to the original one, it'd be like Marcus Antonius.
Oof. Okay, those guys have got some heavy firepower.
Well, you know what they say, long range. Ooh, and vegetable soup. Vegetable soup. We should make some vegetable soup.
That sounds like a plan.
We'll get some ham hocks and make vegetable soup.
Hello, rascal. I see you want my attention.
He always wants your attention. What is he throwing?
Oh no, he's pounding his chest.
Sorry, it looked like he had something in his hand, and it wasn't his penis. His very tiny, near non-existent penis.
Okay, need some happy hour.
Ah.
Can I just say how much of a unfair advantage that can be at times? Just slowing down time to that degree.
Yeah.
I mean, about the time when you're getting 5 or 6 shots to their one,
Yeah,
you've
but you know
kind of got the
something?
fight won.
But you know something? They shouldn't have come here anyway.
This wasn't their place. Hey
They
guys.
should have known better.
Just so hungry all the time.
Why are you hungry? You have corn.
Maybe that's why they're unhappy. Maybe they don't like corn. Maybe they don't like corn the same way that you don't like eggs. Did you ever think about that? Maybe they like chicken. Okay, most of these people have never had chicken.
And you were
They
right.
have no food and they have no beds.
They have food. They're just being idiots about it.
Did you assign somebody to collect it?
They have an outhouse even.
Okay, but did you assign somebody to pick up the corn?
Probably not.
You know how these idiots are. If you don't tell them to go to sleep or to take care of themselves or take a bath or drink water, they won't do it. Because they're
True.
idiots. It's like they can't even take care of themselves.
You know what? I'm tearing down your house.
My house. Oh, no, I'm fine.
Wow, these houses are like junk.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, we're gonna do a little bit of settlement building because this place sucks.
Yeah.
Something awful.
You should go down just beyond the fringe there
Mm-hmm.
and see if there's anything along the edge here.
Don't know that there is or isn't.
Ah, take the bench. Nobody's gonna miss it.
Actually, you. Apply yourself to this corn.
Wait, sexually?
Hey, however she feels. Okay, resources now assigned.
Good. Now, throw up some defenses.
I'm gonna give them a prefab
and give them a
house
prefabbed house. Well,
or something.
or something. Hell, these people might as well be living out of a crate. These people are damn near homeless. The ocean section is for giant water purification plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's give them, I don't know, corner.
Ooh, no, pick the
Oh
that
wait,
one.
let's build them a large shack. You're right.
Prefab shack.
Here you go. Have a shack, people.
You know something?
Don't
you
ever
best
say-
You best appreciate.
Don't ever say I didn't give you nothing. Oh, I could have built them a barn or a warehouse too. Whatever.
You know something? They'll be fine.
They get what they get at this point. Where's your
Okay,
shack?
where's the goddamn opening?
Yeah, where's your door in your shack, people?
Oh, there it is.
So here you go. Have a bed.
And somebody is going to be sleeping on a bed that has... okay. It has a bunch of weeds growing through the mattress.
Hey, not my fault. And we need circuitry gears and oil for that, and we have none of those. But hey, you know what? They have beds.
You
and
know
they have
something?
food.
It's not just a large shack, it's a love shack.
Ooh, I like where this
It's
is
a little
going.
place where they can get together. Yeah.
Okay. Now, back to Vim Pop. They're just like not letting me get to this factory.
You know something? I got things to do. Hello, rascal. I see you. Are you going to be a pain in my ass now?
Say, no, you trimmed my claws.
Trim my claws. I will never forgive you, Cat Mom. I guess I'll just have to get used to that again.
Hey there, buddy.
I was wrong. He's going to make himself a little pain in the ass. Come on, rascal. Come. 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 Come.
I'm almost running out of ammo at this point.
Well, do you need to run back and buy some more?
I think I can get through the Vim Pop factory. I mean, really, most of the time I only need about 5 or 6 shots anyway. So... Okay.
You know, sometimes I hate the things that I find on Twitter. Some people just have a degree of stupid.
You know, I'm just grateful for the fact that, Oh, no, I'm not. I was going to say something completely different. I was going to say, I just wish you could take places like this Vim Pop factory over and make it your base. Instead of, like, all these, like, weird farmhousey things. No, let me take over an old abandoned factory and make that into my fortress.
And send all of the people there.
Who do you think?
Well, because if you did that, it would be, like, similar to the castle.
And there are enemies.
Ah, super mutants.
What? Started the way life should be. Goodbye, dog. I nailed him to the wall.
Not exactly.
Nuka-Cola DLC is for later. That's true, grunt fodder. It is for later.
I mean, actually, we're going to be pretty close to finishing this one out tonight, I think.
You think?
Yeah. I just one-shotted a legendary Primus.
Anything useful?
Well, if we finish this tonight, well, next time we start
Something out there.
Nuka World.
Okay. Oh, a skirmisher? Are you kidding me? You brought a skirmisher to the party.
They're
Good.
they're freaking super mutants. They bring hounds and skirmishers to the party. You know, with the way that hound's the black leg just sat there and flipped up, made me think of a dancer.
What kind of dancer? Nick, if you could please to shoot that thing. And Nick could not please to shoot that thing.
Of course he couldn't please to shoot that thing. He likes dogs.
I suppose not. I'll take a quick moment here now that we've dealt with the immediate problems. This person had a hammer embedded in their head. Okay then. So, we'll go ahead and save.